you know, typically I would spend a little bit of time to give people the opportunity to sponsor some people before I get on the mic, but too much activity is occurring today. Welcome in, everybody, to Prize Smash number 29. Can you believe we're almost at 30? It's kind of crazy to think about. That's 30 weeks of just Prize Smash, not even including all the special modes. We've been doing this for so long, for like half a year at this point. Let me say hello to everybody that has popped in. Also, we've got a hype train somehow. The stream is two minutes into the stream and we got a hype train. Very happy to see it. Thermal Pollution, welcome in. Maybe Margot, of course, welcome into you as well. And thank you so much for your subscription, by the way. Gigantic Pingu is here. Rookie Blunders, who will be joining me very shortly on the cast, is here. And thank you as well, Rookie, for your subscription. I appreciate it. EBM, welcome in. And of course, I had to gift them a subscription because they gave us 8 subs last stream. So turning a little bit of the generosity back on EBM. I'm happy to, of course, have all of you here. Who else we got? Ooh, gifted sub. We got another gifted sub. Maybe Margot gifted a sub to Masuo. Whoa, Masuo's gonna be very happy about that one. Thank you, Margot. I appreciate it very much. Who else we got? We got Priyao's here. Trenton462 is here. Did somebody say SmashTourney Nation? Yes, they did. SmashTourney Nation, rise up. Not to be confused with the Gigantic Pingu Nation, although people do confuse it. Tarify, welcome in. Crimson, welcome in, welcome in. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. I feel like there's a lot of people. Hyperactive BS, hello, of course. And Degaboo, Captain Nemo is here. Behind the 8 Ball, welcome in. Hopefully everybody's here. Or hopefully I got everybody that's here anyways. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. In fact, now this hype train is blocking my chat on my local, so I gotta fix that up. But yes, welcome in, everybody. Tonight, standard rules. We've got it's just a $10 tournament, $5 consolation prize. No special theme or items or anything. It's just our classic 2-stock, 3 minutes, Pokeballs, Master Balls, Assist Trophies, and Final Smash Meter. We've got some interesting matchups tonight. Some lesser seen individuals. Cloud is here. Rosalina and Luma are here. Toon Link, Joker, Shulk. Fighters we don't see too often, but it'll be a fun little vanilla round, like Nemo said. There's some Ooga Booga characters on the screen. That is probably true. That is probably true. But yeah, welcome everybody. I guess honestly, there's no sense in waiting. I'm gonna pull in Rookie Blunders. Hello, Rookie Blunders. You are live on air for Prize Smash number 29. Welcome in. How you doing?
Oh boy, I'm doing just great. I'm positively stoked for the action tonight.
Great.
Yeah, I'm set up here with my computer. I set up here with my good buddy Ridley, and I've got a nice ice cold Miller Lite, a great American Pilsner.
Oh.
Only 96 calories per can. Just no better way to enjoy a fight.
Of course not. No, you're absolutely correct. Crack open a cold one with the boys and girls and bees. We're all cracking open a cold one. I wish I had one to crack open myself, but I don't. So you're gonna have to enjoy it on my behalf.
I'd airmail you one if I knew how to do that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's the thought that counts. But welcome in, welcome in. User Fifu, hello. Long time no see, except for not really. Oh, Hyperactive BS says, thank you for the suggestion. I will now be purchasing this because of this sponsored segment. Yes, it's true. I'm sponsored by Miller Lite.
Yeah, I had to bring the hookup. I had to bring the link to the table, get all the big business boys around for SmashTourney.
That's what we love to hear, though. That's what we love to hear. Familiar territory. Welcome in, first time chatter. Rookie Blunders ruined my life.
Yeah, that's a long and fun story.
Good thing we got 4 minutes. We're gonna have to hear this one.
I'm just a terror in their chat. Familiar territory is, is the stream of a friend of mine. they do anime reviews in the magical girl genre on YouTube. I'm sorry, this is a totally unsanctioned promo, unlike the promo for Great American Pilsner, a fine product brewed with the highest ingredients, Miller Lite. But if it's okay,
of
to
course.
tell you about Familiar Territory.
Absolutely.
They do reviews of the magical girl genre on their YouTube show, and then on Twitch, they play games like Sonic and other fun stuff. Lots of indie games that they check out and talk about game design. Just all around great vibes there.
I love to hear it. I'm gonna drop Familiar Territory a little follow, and I got a new follower, Familiar Territory. We just swapped follows. Follow for follow.
Follow, bro. We all gain engagement. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Well, welcome in any case. And I'm sorry to hear that. I guess Margot kind of threw you under the bus. She mentioned that you didn't pay your child support to Familiar Territory. Yeah. So you might want to get on that.
There's ups and downs.
Use your Miller Lite sponsorship money for that.
You're right. It should go to that and not my third Ferrari.
Right, exactly. Unfollow for unfollow. Trenton, I'm totally down. Let me unfollow you even though I'm not following you. Here, I'll follow you and then unfollow you just for that reason. There we go.
Just for the thrill of it?
Just for the thrill of it, and it's done.
Just to see that number tick down.
Exactly. And I did it. And you're welcome. The ape is taking a fat nap tonight. He has, you know what? We've had Donkey Kong in so many tournaments recently. We finally have one without the ape.
You can't have your prize fighter fight in every single match. You're going to lose him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he went out first last week, so or was it first, or he went out in the quarterfinals last week? I don't even remember, but he went out early. He went out early last week. And this week is not Donkey Kong's night. It is one of these fighters, including we've got some fighters on this roster that have no wins, like Rosalina and Luma, who has no sponsors. Maybe she's the biggest underdog that we've had in quite some time. But actually, I think if let me see. I'm gonna pull up my site real quick just to see. I think that she is the fighter that has appeared in the most tournaments without a win. And that is true. She has zero match wins ever, and she's been in 8 tournaments. This is her 9th tournament appearance without a win. Can she take down Cloud to get into the quarterfinals and finally join what is it at this point? 78 other fighters that have a win? Not great company, though, for Rosalina and Luma. Right now, it's Rosalina and Luma, Ken, Young Link, and Bayonetta, who all remain winless. The others have 6, 6, and 5 tournament appearances, respectively. Masuo, 1 sec for you to spot. You got plenty of time. You got a good 56 seconds. Or does it extend past to the hype countdown? I'm assuming that's what you call your timer, because that's it's
how
definitely,
I feel when I see it.
It's absolutely so hype, right? You see this number ticking down, you're like, oh man, we're so close to starting. No, I usually give it a little bit afterwards, just so that people can trickle in. But Masuo, did you see that your wife, maybe Margot, did in fact gift you a subscription? So shout out once again to maybe Margot. Thank you so much for the gift sub.
Just I have to confess. I do like the Smash games. I have been a fan ever since the first, but I did not know the true extent to which the roster has grown. 84, if I recall from just a moment ago. No, 82. Rounding it out was right. 82 fighters. How do they fit so many guys, gals, beasts, and pals into such a small, nasty-tasting cartridge?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of amazing how much the game has grown, and it really makes you wonder where the future of Smash goes from here, right? Can they continue the current roster and add on to it, or do they have to downsize in the next installment?
I could have sworn that the creator, whose name eludes me right now, that wonderful name that rolls off the tongue so well, Sakurai? Yeah, Masahiro Sakurai?
Yeah.
I believe after this one, he probably also said, just like after Melee and Brawl, if I remember correctly, I will not make another Smash game. You cannot force me to do it. But
he did say that. He did say that, but you never know.
Who knows which 83rd character will tempt him back into the ring?
Exactly, you never know. Let me, sorry to change the topic here, but as we kind of check down on our 10 minutes, I just wanted to explain the rules real quick, especially because I saw Familiar Territory was asking.
Please do.
So the way that this works is in the minutes leading up to the tournament, you can sponsor somebody by typing !sponsor space the number of the character that you want to sponsor, exactly how it's laid out on the screen here. Margot with another gift sub to Tarufai. So kind of you, Margot. So generous today. I very much appreciate it. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Type in whatever sponsor you want. Every win that your sponsor gets will give you 3 points towards your total score. So there's 4 rounds that get played, so you can get up to 12 points by predicting the correct sponsor. So make sure to do that. And then before each match, there will be a 60-second period where you can actually predict the outcome of the individual match. Making a prediction gets you 1 point. Making a correct prediction gets you a 2nd point. And whether you get it right or wrong, you also get entered into a consolation prize raffle that we'll draw for at the end, worth $5 in any way that you wish. So if you have not yet done it, make sure to get your sponsors in. Just !sponsor followed by a space and then the number of the fighter you want to sponsor. There are 42 points up for grabs. Nobody has ever gotten 42 points. Maybe tonight is the night. Who knows?
Yeah. Elusive, perfect 42-point win.
Oh, Tarufai got 42. 42 wrong, I think. Oh, you know what?
Wow.
I forgot to upload the sub icons, but I should say Priao created a whole bunch of sub icons, which I will have to show off next time. There are a whole bunch of different colors, but I have to resize them in order to make them work with Twitch, because I forgot to do that. But they're coming. They're coming. Be excited for that.
Only sends glossy 4K icons.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what it was. They were very detailed and very large, and they can only be like 100 and some pixels large, and you have to submit 3 sizes of them. So I will be doing that. Stay tuned.
Miller Lite Milwaukee proud. That's right, folks.
Yeah.
In case you haven't
Milwaukee
heard,
proud.
the snap, the crackle, the hiss, and the delicious glug 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 of Miller Lite pouring down my gullet on this fight night. There's nothing more to say. It speaks for itself.
No, absolutely. And for those of you asking about number 6 is Hero from the Dragon Quest series. Hopefully you know of Hero.
My pre-stream prep that I was really trying to rush through, I thought to myself, I need to look up Dragon Quest Boy, and I totally forgot. I saw the number 82 in Sora, and I thought, wow, that's a lot of people, and then I totally forgot about. Hero, was it? I'm not sure I know where that name is from. What nation or tradition?
I have no idea.
Hero is his name?
Yep, Hero. Yep.
Incredible.
Yep. Hero. Hero. Very incredible. All right, we are 15 minutes over, and I think hopefully that's given everybody the time that they need, because the sponsorship period is now over, and we're going to get this thing kicked off and see who is going to come out on top today. Maybe an underdog, maybe a typical champion, or a reigning champion, like, I don't know, Piranha Plant? There aren't too many winners. Maybe Ike will see the success. Let's find out, because this tournament is underway. Let's go.
As the Big Papa says himself, let's go.
All right. Starting things out in round number 1, we have a little bit of a exciting matchup, I would say. Piranha Plant, a longtime favorite of SmashTourney audiences. I believe Tarufai actually won their first match off of a Piranha Plant win. Maybe the only time Piranha Plant has actually won a tournament. And Dr. Mario, of course, just recently got pretty far. I think he made it to the... Did he get to the finals last week? I don't even remember anymore. It's been so long. But Mario won a couple weeks ago. Of course, Mario and Dr. Mario being distinct characters, of course. Definitely not the same character in any different way.
It's amazing what a degree does to a person and their identity.
It's true. And do I think he's a real doctor? Absolutely. I mean, you can't use the title doctor unless you really are a doctor, right?
You cannot cram pills down someone's gullet for very long without getting, locked up unless you do have a license.
Right, exactly.
And that's all he does. Is he's a pill popping man.
Yeah, of course he is. And we're gonna see a lot of pills in this matchup. And Piranha Plant's maw always open, and that could be dangerous in this particular matchup. Predictions are closed. Hopefully everybody's got a prediction in. Actually, I guess I should double check to make sure everybody's got it. Yeah, everybody's got it. We're good.
I haven't noticed. Do you ever get in on the betting yourself, or do you have to recuse yourself as the sort of grandmaster of this whole ceremony?
I typically don't, although I did jump in as a joke at the very end of one of the last tournaments, and I was wrong. So I believe SmashTourney has a 0% prediction rate all time, and maybe I'll let it stay that way.
Yeah.
All right, predictions are closed, and this one starts now. What are your thoughts? Who's got it?
You know, Dr. Mario did have a strong showing recently, but Piranha Plant has a special place in my heart. He's so silly when he fights, and we're going to see that in just a moment.
He is really silly, and he's got a good range advantage on Dr. Mario, although so far, Dr. Mario doing all the damage.
Juggling him.
All right, so go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it's just funny, anytime I see Piranha Plant, I can, you know, he's a classic character in the Mario series, although I can only think of the big Piranha Plant with the big old belly that's in Super Mario Sunshine, a game that I played, you know, just loads and loads of hours in during my childhood, and for some reason my brothers and I called him Big Boy Pete. I don't believe that's ever been a canon name for the Piranha Plant of any sort, but Big Boy Pete, here's rooting for you, bud.
Oh, they both SD, unless Dr. Mario is able to recover, but no, Big Boy Pete does, unfortunately.
Oh, he does! He made it on!
And let's see if, I mean, Piranha Plant almost got lost to the stage morph there, but is still alive for the time being, has a lot of ground to recover here. Oh, and there's the return KO for Piranha Plant. So we are tied up at one stock apiece. Pokeball in play, which Dr. Mario is going to grab, and it's Scizor.
Ooh, Scizor. Very strong, very strong. I only just realized...
That's it.
I only just realized it's over. Wow.
It's over.
I was watching via the stream, and of course I have your voice coming ahead of the actual stream, and I've got the disc...
The Discord
I was all
stream is the one to
discombobulated.
watch.
I thought you were predicting the future.
No, not quite. But yeah, just make sure to watch the Discord stream so you can be up to date with the action. No, totally okay. Dr. Mario, very convincing win. Of course, got lucky with the Pokeball there, and that is great news for Captain Nemo, who's actually got the correct sponsor, the only person to sponsor Dr. Mario today. And that's looking good for him. I'm surprised User Fifu did not go for the Dr. Mario sponsor. Instead, elects to go for Ganondorf. I feel like User Fifu always goes for Dr. Mario. But we have, what is it, 7 people with perfect predictions so far, 7 of 16. So, you know, definitely still possible for somebody to go 42 for 42. It just takes one. Maybe we'll see that happen tonight.
Maybe so. We can only hope.
On we go. Dr. Mario will be facing off against either Toon Link or Joker in the quarterfinals.
Did you ever play Persona 5?
I did not. I've never actually played any Persona games, so I know virtually nothing about the whole franchise. A few of my friends are very big fans of it. Gigantic Pingu and Thermal Pollution, both co-hosts of this stream. They both love that franchise, but I myself have never played. Well,
something I can tell you, Joker. I played a little bit of Persona 5, and while Joker is, you know, not a villain in my heart, certainly not. He's a bit of a womanizer. And, you know, there are a couple decisions he makes in that game that I just think, that was not the way I would have done it. And so I hope our virtuous hero, Toon Link, really shows him what for this time.
I mean, Toon Link's always got women's best interests at heart, and maybe that will shine through. Although Toon Link has not traditionally been very successful in SmashTourney. In fact, Toon Link was among the ranks of the winless until relatively recently, when he went on a bit of an underdog run in one tournament only. Only has ever won any matches in a single tournament. So maybe that'll change tonight. Maybe it will be Toon Link to go on to face Dr. Mario, or maybe it will be Joker. There's only one way to find out, as we're at a 50-50 audience split. Let's see who's going to get the points. Match number 2 is underway.
Let's go. I believe you do have it on your website. Everyone loves an underdog match, so
it's true.
You know, what do we have but that right here?
Absolutely. Oh, Margo does make a good point, though. Toon Link doesn't have any Riz.
No, he's constantly dropping the ball, dropping the beans, beans all out his pockets.
Yeah. But so far, it's been all Toon Link, 40% damage onto Joker to start things off here.
a very high jump. I don't know how much the double jump height of these characters varies, but it seems like Joker's got a great vertical advantage with his double jump.
He definitely does, although Snorlax not able to connect there.
Ooh, good edge guard.
Oh,
Doesn't
Toon Link
pay off.
SDs! He goes for the grab instead of the recovery, and that is punishing because he had a significant advantage, but Joker actually, the stage morph, it might get him bold, and it does! So, wow, Joker didn't have to do anything to Toon Link. Toon Link completely ruined the game for himself. 2 SDs. One assisted by the stage morph, so it is Joker that will be playing against Dr. Mario in the quarterfinals, and Toon Link will have to wait for maybe a more forgiving tournament to get another win.
Open and shut before we can really, before we could really get a glimpse. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
That looks, is it just me, or does that look like a different Toon Link in the,
in like the post-game
Post-match
stream?
screen,
Yeah, it kind of does look like a different character, honestly.
strange.
Maybe it's the like front-facing angle that makes it a little bit weird. But
Right.
you know what, Trenton? I don't think Joker did hit Toon Link at all. I think Ivysaur did all the damage when he popped up on the Pokemon map. But anyways,
Floating like a butterfly.
Exactly, and that's gonna put Thermal Pollution with a sponsor win. And only 3 people remain. Perfect. Of course, Thermal Pollution is 1 for 1, but missed the first prediction, it looks like, or maybe this prediction, not really sure. In which case, we've only got 3 people instead of 7. So let's see if anybody can keep that going.
Gigantic Pingu says, Mr. Smash Tournament, you are now on my shit list for rigging this fight.
Sorry to have done it, but you know what, Gigantic
had to.
Pingu, you've just won too many times.
It's
Except
all that,
for- I
it's
don't
all
know if
that
that's true.
brainy
Has-
game knowledge that he shows off on his stream.
Gigantic Pingu ever won?
Good question. We don't track those stats on the Smash Tourney site, do you know?
We do. I do. I'm pulling it
Oh?
up right now. Let me take a little peek here to see if Gigantic Pingu won the first beta. He won. Okay, and he also won. He won Prize Smash number 8 and beta number 1. It's been a long time since we've seen a Gigantic Pingu win. Has actually never won. No, he's won twice. So not winless, but looking at this one, wow, look at the advantage for Ganondorf in the odds at the moment. Lots of
I
people
just
think
don't
Ganondorf's got it.
I don't think the Smash Tourney crowd can get behind someone with a name like Hero.
I mean, it seems that way. Although, one thing you got to keep in mind, as we've brought up in the past, there sometimes seems to be a little bit of a DLC buff in Smash 5, in Smash Ultimate. Sometimes it seems like the heroes and the fighters that get added late maybe have a little bit of a competitive edge, but we'll have to see if that is the case. Of course, Ganondorf here to pack a heavy punch, because predictions are closed. Let's see if he has what it takes, or if Hero will be the underdog and pull off a win.
I always hate that when they give the DLC characters a buff, or, the new ones, League of Legends, Overwatch, they're all guilty of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, sometimes it's like, the AI, when they program it, they have to program it with all the other heroes in mind, whereas, Ganondorf wasn't necessarily programmed to fight Hero.
They've both got a charged attack, it looks like, if I'm reading this right, but
They-
Hero's not using it.
They do, well, you know what? So this map is very interesting because the angle of the map kind of prevents knockback. And on a different map, Ganondorf may have gotten an early KO on Hero, but so far that has not been the case. Although he's doing a lot of damage. Oh, again, the knockback. Not quite enough to take out Hero, but Hero's not going for the assist trophy. Does get it now. It's Springman.
From Hit Game Arms.
Very true. And we've
Ditto?
got a Ditto. So Ganondorf has a lot of enemies at the moment. 3 people on the map that he's got to keep track of. So far, actually going for the Ditto.
Yeah. Just too distracted by the decoy.
Yeah. And Springman does leave, so makes life a little bit easier. But Dr. Wily in play for Hero, so Ganondorf not going for items, and that may be his downfall. But he does get his final
big hit.
smash.
Let's see it, folks. Can he get it off?
Although I believe... Oh, actually gets spiked, so he loses the final smash. We'll get it back, though, relatively soon. And Hero's about to get his final smash, so let's see if Hero may be able to actually 2-stock Ganondorf. There's the final smash for Hero, and a nice bit of damage for Ganondorf there, though.
Jungle Japes, this was a stage that I never could appreciate. Always very dangerous to get in that deep, dark water.
Oh, absolutely. And we've seen the water KO many a person before. Guile is over here not doing anything, but there's Ganondorf's final smash, which he misses, actually. So
couldn't do it.
there's Keldeo, though, for Ganondorf. This is going to be a KO. And Keldeo will stick around for a little while to do a lot of extra damage to Hero. One of the better Pokemon you can get, especially from a Master Ball.
Now, what generation is that, Ridley?
Wish I could tell you, either Generation 4 or 5.
The fact that you have the name is impressive enough.
Yeah, I was... Oh, is this enough? It is! Wow!
Sizzle and burn, there he goes!
Hero, actually, very convincing match, and clearly using the items to his advantage on that one. Ganondorf will go down early, and Hero will be the one to move into the quarterfinals. We're so done. User Fufu is so dead. Unfortunately, the Ganondorf sponsor will not pay off. But don't forget, even if your sponsored fighter gets eliminated early, it doesn't mean you can't win. You can obviously still win the consolation prize. And we've also had, even recently, we had, I think, was it the one where Lily won? Where the sponsored fighter, yeah, Roy wasn't sponsored last week, and Roy won. So you don't have to have the right sponsor to win. Things, you never know how they can shake up. Although nobody's going to be perfect tonight. Through 3 matches, nobody has all 3 for 3 predictions.
I would like to point out Trenton462 got a giggle out of me saying Hero looks like a fake Pokemon trainer. I thought the exact same thing before I even recognized he was a Dragon Quest character. I thought, who's that other Pokemon?
I can totally see it. I actually totally see it. It looks totally like the Pokemon trainer does. But yeah, welcome in, Wanzi. I didn't say hello to you, but yes, welcome in, welcome in.
Oh, hi,
happy to have you here. For those of you who haven't done it before, just type in !predict followed by a space and then either 7 or 8, depending on if you think that Little Mac is going to win this one or Ness is going to win this one. Your votes obviously will earn you points. 1 point for the correct prediction, 1 point for making a prediction at all. And then, like I was just saying, making a prediction does get you an entry into the consolation prize raffle at the end, so even if you don't get the top points, you could still win a little bit of cash.
Maybe Margo brings up a great point. He does just go by Mac now. He was a bit tired of being called Little for so long, and he's punching above his weight class, let me say. But Ness is a boy with a bat, and bringing fists to a baseball bat fight, not the way I'd choose to go.
Probably not. Although, maybe we need to get sponsored by McDonald's, just like we're sponsored by Miller Lite, because if we got sponsored by McDonald's, we could have Big Mac and Little Mac.
Upgrade him to the Big Mac punching time.
Exactly.
You know what? I'll workshop the name, but it's definitely a segment.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we got something there. We got some hashtag Milwaukee proud. Dasser, that have you welcome in. Great timing. Predictions for this one are closed, and let's see who's got this one. Is it just Mac or Ness?
Strong favor of Ness.
It is a lot of people believing in Ness. Of course, Ness does typically get a lot of PK fire spam, and it does a lot, and Little Mac has a horrible recovery. But these pits do not necessarily bode well for Ness. It's going to be very hard for him to use his recovery.
Yeah, does that level 9 CPU typically have a good success rate with the PK Lightning?
It does, almost always, although the problem is that if there's not enough space to move it around, then they will hit a wall and fall, which is what we could see happen with Ness, although Little Mac, taking a lot of damage, hasn't done hardly anything to Ness so far in this matchup.
Ness is really styling. He puts some panache on those attacks.
But there's the KO meter charged up for Little Mac, and Cap'n is
hit him with the bus.
Gotta be very careful here. Cap'n can easily take somebody out of the map entirely. Although Cap'n seems to be struggling a little bit at the moment. There goes Little Mac. Is he gone? He is.
Goodbye.
Pokeball for Ness as well.
It's time to go to school.
Oh, and beware for Ness. This is like worst case scenario for Little Mac. Did manage to block that first punch, but not the second one.
Nothing uppercuts like a beware.
Oh, he does land the final smash on Ness, though. This is probably enough. Ness is gone, and Beware is going to leave. So we are tied up, although Ness is about to get his final smash. Is
60%
that hard for Ness?
Ooh, here we go. Star Storm. Can he do it?
Okay. Oh, it's enough!
Oh,
between Alucard and the final smash, Little Mac stood no chance. So it will be Ness going on to take on Hero in the quarterfinals.
Those big scary aliens won't be taking our world today.
Thankfully not. All right, and looking at this halfway through the first round, we've got Captain Nemo still in first place, started out in first and remains in first through 4 rounds, 3-4 correct. And, you know, a 4-point spread between the top 10, looking pretty good. Definitely still anybody's game.
Not to toot my own horn, but I have made it on the board. I did choose to sponsor Nest because I think Earthbound is a tremendous, hilarious game, and I just love that little guy with his Louisville Slugger.
You gotta love the little guy. But yes, both you and EBM with the Nest sponsor, and of course that's great news for both of you. 3 free points for the correct sponsor. And now we move on to Rosalina and Luma versus Cloud. Those of you who were either here early on or have been following SmashTourney for a long time know that Rosalina and Luma are the worst CPU ever in our history. 8 tournament appearances, 0 matchup wins all time, has never won. Maybe tonight is her night, but Cloud has won a tournament before, so it's not a very promising matchup, but you never know what can happen. Anything can happen, as we like to say here on SmashTourney.
I've got to ask, maybe I betray too much by saying that I haven't been watching SmashTourney for its entire 29 tournament run, but have you done debut tournaments when a new fighter gets released in DLC?
Well, I've only done it since last July, and that was by way after the last Fighter Pass came out, and no new fighters are being added to Smash, so we've only ever run SmashTourney with the whole entire roster.
Everybody's always been here from the start.
Everybody's always been here from the start, although it was a little bit exciting when, funnily enough, Sora, who was the very last fighter to be added or announced in Smash, Sora was also the last fighter to end up getting included randomly by the Switch when I was randomly generating tournaments. But that was a little bit of an exciting moment. Everybody has plenty of matches under their belt at this point. Only 4 remain winless. One of them is Rosalina and Luma. Let's see if that will hold true in just 3 minutes' time. Oh, okay, classic Super Mario stage, and Rosalina and Luma almost dangerously within range of getting knocked out of the map immediately.
She's giving him the rope-a-dope, I think. He thinks he's going to have an easy match, and she's saying, come on, come get me. Get near the edge.
I mean, so far she's done a little bit of return damage. In fact, holds a slight lead at the moment, but Cloud has a much more potent side smash than Rosalina and Luma does, so positioning is going to be very important in this matchup, especially while we're on this stage. There is an assist trophy, which is Flies in Hand, one of the more obscure assist trophies, and Rosalina is gone. She actually just falls out of the blast zone, and that's her first stock down. As we move, Cloud has to be careful, though. Could get... Oh, he's gone! Flies in Hand takes him out off screen, but Rosalina and Luma getting left behind. Oh, she can't recover! She can recover!
She certainly can.
But barely. Oh, wait, okay. They have to be so careful. This stage is so full of hazards.
It's treacherous.
We are stage morphing, though. Let's see where we head. Another Mario stage.
Another Mario stage. Very interesting continuity.
Yep, and we do have... Oh, Cloud grabs the assist trophy. Is able to recover. Is he going to use it? Yes, it's Springman. We saw him earlier. He's back. Both of the fighters very close to their final smash. Rosalina and Luma is going to get it earlier than Cloud is, unless barring some miracle. Oh, can Rosalina... Yes, she can grab the edge, but barely. She's about to get final smash. She's got it now. We stage morphed back. She uses the final smash off stage. And that gives... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Rosalina, I don't even know what happened, but they got a win.
Oh, that is a big win for a little lady.
It absolutely is. And now there are only 3 winless, and it is Rosalina and Luma that are going to move on into the quarterfinals. No sponsors for them. Priyal probably throwing a fit at the moment because I feel like Priyal always sponsors Rosalina and Luma to no avail, but tonight it is different. Finally with a win, and Cloud will not move on any further. Gigantic Pingu does say that we are done, and I'm sorry for rigging the match, but yeah, I know. I see, Priya. You did not sponsor Rosalina and Luma for once because you've been burned, exactly. But tonight it is different, and Rosalina and Luma will either face off against Ike or Dark Pit in the quarterfinals. Definitely a tall order, no matter who the matchup ends up being against. As we head to matchup number 6, Ike versus Dark Pit. Now, Ike, for those of you who haven't followed along for a long time, went on a very, very hot streak. Sort of, I don't know, maybe a few months ago, Ike won, I think, 2 tournaments in a row, and then maybe almost won a 3rd tournament, maybe made it to the semifinals of his 3rd tournament in a row. And of course, that is a potent fighter, for sure. Though Dark Pit did recently win, I believe. So either one of these fighters definitely has potential. Ike has the weight class advantage, packs a little bit of a heavier punch. Dark Pit does have a range advantage, but not sure how much that matters against a heavier fighter like Ike.
Honestly, I wasn't even aware that Dark Pit was a different fighter. I just would have assumed it was Pit in a different costume.
Yeah, well, you would think, but some of those fighters on the roster really are just like echo fighters of one another.
Mr. Sakurai just said, "I need another."
Well, I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, I think Gigantic Pingu said this to me one time, or maybe Crimson, or somebody with more knowledge of the game. I think somebody said that Sakurai was very intent on getting Dark Pit in there as a separate character. So, yeah, and
his own personal preference. Huh?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you gotta respect Sakurai's wishes. And Trenton462 wants me to make sure that I mention on stream that Ike is really hot, and maybe that gives him the advantage. Miller Lite, Milwaukee Proud. Let's see if Ike can do it for the boys. The predictions are closed. This match is underway.
Let's see if we can bring it home. And from what little I know about competitive Smash, I know that not just for CPU-controlled fighters, Ike is a strong contender.
Oh, absolutely.
Strong contender in the melee scene.
He's got a great moveset, packs a heavy punch, swings a heavy sword maybe, but pretty good recovery. Of course, the recovery can also be used offensively. Counter, always a very useful ability as well, especially up against heavier fighters, although we probably won't see counter do too much in this particular matchup. But so far, honestly, Dark Pit has definitely held his own, but Ike's got Gardevoir, which actually does kind of benefit him a little bit because none of the projectiles that Dark Pit will use can really penetrate that aura from Gardevoir, so arrows will not be very effective, although Dark Pit showing that he doesn't need arrows to be successful. Okay, there's Spupa for Dark Pit. I don't even know if this Pokemon does anything at all. Okay, I guess it does stun. But definitely not the most effective Pokemon that we could have. Although this map, very interesting. A spike there, but not able to actually get the knockback required for a KO.
Strong up air, okay.
Yep. Alright, there's an offensive recovery from Ike there. Does a little bit of damage to Dark Pit. Dark Pit with the Alolan Vulpix up top, which is going to be completely ineffective unless for some reason they both end up on the top of the map.
Ike's getting real close to that final smash.
He is very close.
Might just save him this stock.
And honestly, the knockback is not very potent at the moment. And there is a KO for Dark Pit.
It's gotta hurt.
Right when Ike got the final smash as well. So that actually gets rid of the final smash for Ike, who now has to recharge it. And Dark Pit is going to get the final smash before he does. Is able to recover, but only barely. Although Dark Pit's now almost in triple-digit damage. And there's the up smash, and right when Dark Pit got the final smash, so we are tied at 0% apiece, 1 stock, and Ike has a bit of a final smash advantage over Dark Pit, who does get the assist trophy. It's Bomberman, of course, Bomberman, a very strong assist trophy on a small stage too. This could be very strong, although Ike actually attacking Bomberman and making Bomberman ineffective and chaining attacks together. There's the final smash for Ike. If he, they both have final smash.
Who's gonna get it off first?
Starfy's here dancing around. Bomberman actually hurting Ike on the edge there. It is Ike to land it first.
Let's go, buddy.
Is this enough knockback? Yes, it is.
Absolutely is.
Absolutely is. And there
Brutal
we go.
Sword combo.
That is one instance where the favorite does take it home, and Ike will be moving on to face up against Rosalina and Luma. Maybe that is almost a guaranteed entry for Ike into the semifinals. You never know. Maybe Rosalina and Luma will surprise us, but it is Ike moving on, and that puts Crimson now tied in first place along with Nemo.
Trent462 with a great presidential campaign pullback. We like Ike. Oh, actually, Captain Nemo mentions it. Maybe someone else had it first, but much like Dwight D. Eisenhower, Ike is going to come out on top this time.
Oh, we do like Ike. We do like Ike. And we still have only a 4-point spread in the top 10. So it's still anybody's game. Predict JFK. Great idea. Great idea. Hopefully he's not going up against any fighters with guns. But right now we've got Villager versus Shulk. Villager, of course, has won a couple tournaments in the past. I don't think we've seen Shulk go very far ever, actually, in SmashTourney. I could be wrong about that. Maybe I'm making it up. Let's see. Has Shulk ever won? No.
Now that's no. Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yes, sir. You are correct. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that.
I haven't played it.
I haven't played it either.
Now, the costumes aren't the most important part, and some viewers might disagree. I think there's some people who are very invested in the costumes, but for Villager, do those costumes change the facial expression? Because this Villager's looking a little bit out of it with those sleepy eyes.
He really does, but I really vibe with this Villager. I identify with this Villager, and the Switch did actually choose this costume for me. I did not pick it, but I really did like that the Switch was like, this is how Ridley's feeling today. Let's personify that within Villager.
Maybe it's fate.
What the fuck is a Shulk? Well, it's Shulk time. You'll find out in just a minute, Margot. Don't worry.
It's nearly time for the Miller Lite Shulk sesh, and you'll learn all about Shulk there and then.
All right. Oh, Sickest, welcome in. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, but happy to have you here. Predictions for this one are closed. Let's see who's got this matchup. Clearly, 69% favored for Villager. Let's see if he can live up to that hype, or maybe the Monado powers will prove to be a bit too strong for Villager.
3, 2, 1, go!
Look at that big, silly Techno Sword. He's going with speed mode. Interesting.
He is. Of course, we're on Villager's home stage, Smashville. So maybe that doesn't bode well for Shulk. Shulk is able to recover, but wait a minute, can he recover now? Villager actually... Wow, that was such BM from Villager. Canceled Shulk's first recovery, made it impossible for him to recover again. And the stage morph...
What is happening?
Oh, very lucky though on the stage morph. This stage does wrap. So no KOs there, but Shulk almost gets taken out. Wait, will Villager get taken out? Not quite. But that's the danger of this stage.
Now, what is this stage? I've never seen it before.
I think this is this balloon fight? I don't really remember. Gigantic Pingu will know.
That would make sense. Villager off losing a stock as well. It's 1-1.
It's true. We're very close. We're probably going to end up stage morphing back, but Shulk at 75%. This is Villager's match to lose. It is balloon fight. Okay, great. I do know my stuff. There's Scissor again! And this time for Shulk, this could be the comeback that Shulk needs. Villager's got to be careful. Don't want to get knocked out of the bounce. He's going to get eaten up. Can he get out? Yes, but barely. Okay, let's see. I mean, we're not stage morphing back, surprisingly, despite getting a KO. There's Shadow the
Hedgehog. Unexpected. The Chaos Emerald's coming in, and you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, Villager missed the final smash as we're stage morphing back. Now, oh, wait, Villager can't recover. The stage morph gets the KO, and it's actually Shulk, the underdog, moving on.
Unreal. Anime boy supremacy today. Really.
Anime boy supremacy, clearly. Maybe that's telling for our next matchup, but it is Shulk with that win, and that's going to put Trenton 462 in first place. And you know who knew? Trenton 462 did in fact know, and that puts Crimson, Tarify, and Captain Nemo now tied for second place, only 1 point behind Trenton. And don't forget, as of last week, the tiebreakers have been changed, so that as long as you have the same number of points, it will consider you tied, and we will have an official tiebreaker match at the very end, if that is the case. But we have a lot of tournament to go, including one more match in the round of 16, and that matchup is Pyra and Mithra versus Captain Falcon.
We have another resignation during this tournament. Masuo says, okay, I resign. And Masuo is known to be a little bit of a trickster, a bit of sarcasm, but between Masuo and Pingu, I sense dissent. I've seen people saying that this is rigged.
It might
do
have been. Well, all I have to say is that sometimes I do pre-record the matches, and I do know what's going to happen, and I do it in a way that will spite anybody that I don't want to win, which tonight is Masuo and Gigantic Pingu.
You do a great job of not showing your hand. You're really on the beat with those those taped hits.
Thank you. I practice.
You gotta.
I practice quite a lot.
Practice doesn't make perfect, but practice does make better.
Oh, we're not muted? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were in an ad break. My bad. Anyways,
Miller Lite,
matchup-
Milwaukee Proud.
Yeah, please go to your local Quick Trip here in Wisconsin. Pick up a Miller Lite. Hashtag not sponsored, but we are Miller Lite Milwaukee Proud. We are indeed. This matchup, let's see who's got it. I mean, pretty close to a 50-50 split, about as close as we really can be. Predictions are closed. Let's round out the round of 16.
We're seeing a lot of repetition in the assist trophies tonight.
We've seen a lot of same Pokemon and assist trophies both. It's true.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, Picto Chad. Not a stage that we see very often.
Beloved though.
I do
really takes
love
me
this
back.
stage. It really is a nostalgic hit.
I gotta say, at a local arcade of mine, I've been playing a lot of the F-Zero cabinet, which has, that sort of force feedback seat that jostles you around. They've asked that you buckle in even.
Oh, yeah.
And familiar territory is a F-Zero racer to be reckoned with. Captain
Really?
Falcon nearly loses it, but brings it back over the edge.
Okay,
And that's
Zoroark
Swivel?
doing it's Zoroark and it's doing a lot of damage. Of course, that spike does not work similarly to many of the final smashes that look the same. You don't get the same knockback from that final hit, so Zoroark not able to do the damage to get the kill, but it's still quite a lot of damage to Captain Falcon, who does land a lot of damage on Mithra. That was about like 20% damage. Black Knight for Pyra and Mithra. One hit will take out Captain Falcon, so he's got to be
Risky.
very careful. Of course, slow moving, but it's gonna hurt, and he gets a block.
Good shield.
Can he block again? It's actually
No.
Pyra and Mithra to get the KO with their side attack. Black Knight may not end up doing anything. But Pokeball for Pyra and Mithra, I think that's Electrode. And Captain Falcon is gonna jump right on top of it and gets KO'd as a result. Horrible positioning, but Pyra and Mithra with the 2-stock very, very convincingly take that. And I don't even know who the character in the background of that is, because that is definitely not Pyra.
Yeah, I'm really confused.
But
it's a wonderful look, but it also, I'm speechless.
I don't know.
For the third time tonight.
That was a very, very fast matchup. And look at this, guys. We have finished the first half of the tournament, the whole first round. Nobody knows who this is. Nobody knows who it is. But we do have Trenton as the sole first place leader with 4 people tied in second place, just 1 point behind, with a 50% prediction rate on everybody. So things are very close here. And of course, user Fifu, actually best prediction rate of everybody at the moment, 6 of 8. And even though Ganondorf went out early, that's a lot of points for user Fifu. Could be the dark horse in this particular race. But there's no sense in dawdling. Let's head straight into the quarterfinals and see some of these much anticipated matchups, starting out with Dr. Mario versus Joker. Oh, that's Rex from Xenoblade 3 or 2.
Wait, what?
The
Gigantic Pingu
Gigantic
got us with the info.
Yeah, Gigantic Pingu knows everything about anything. In fact,
Now,
Gigantic Pingu's first and foremost fact, this is something I should share. We haven't shared this in quite a long time. Did you guys know that Pac-Man used to be called Puck-Man?
Tremendous. And why would that be?
I'm going to have to let Gigantic Pingu finish that one off.
Why would it be, of course, that the name was changed, not why he was called Puckman? I think we can all understand that he does look like a fucking puck.
I think he looks a little bit like a pack, if we're being honest.
He also looks like a pack? I think we'll have to agree to disagree.
Why did they have to change the name? Why? Guys, because it used to get graffitied, and they would say "fuck man" like Trenton 462 just mentioned. Yeah, honestly, Margot's right. Did we just hear you take a sip of Miller Lite?
Yeah, it wouldn't be anything but. It's definitely not a different beer or water.
Okay, great. That's exactly good, because you're not allowed to drink anything else while we're on this
No.
stream. Not for this segment.
Lord knows my liver knows its place.
Yeah, of course. All right, hopefully everybody's got their predictions in. I see we've only got 15. Just a reminder, if your sponsor's out, don't give up hope. You could still win $5. That's half the grand prize anyways. You can get yourself a coffee. You could get a free month of Switch Online as a result. Keep predicting. Stay engaged. It could pay off. You never know. But in the meantime, predictions for this one are closed, and let's see who's gonna move on to the semifinals. Will it be Dr. Mario, who's been on a hot streak lately, or will it be Joker, who we have not seen too much of lately?
Well, if the prior results tonight have taught me anything, it is a night for anime boys, and I think Joker might just qualify for that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Dr. Mario is maybe the anime boy.
There's so many things I'm learning.
No.
Failing to consider.
Definitely not. Dr. Mario about to commit malpractice. Oh, well, let's see if that's true. Oh, almost got a hit there to take Joker out, but Joker able to counter that one away.
Who's going to get the first trophy of this match?
Let's see if either of them even end up going over there. Of course, what we see with CPUs all the time is they play in the narrow pits all the time. Okay, Dr. Mario, is he going to be able to recover, or is... No? Yes, he is. Okay, Joker maybe could have done something there. That assist trophy will probably despawn on the right side. Dr. Mario gets the first one. This is Dr. Right to add to the cityscape, but actually at an angle. If it had been a flat surface, that would have been probably a dead Joker. But, oh, Dr. Mario, can he recover? No!
No edge guard. Didn't feel the need.
Not necessary at all, as we're going to stage morph away. Okay, here we go. Speaking of F-Zero,
right.
we're back to an F-Zero
third time
stage.
for Springman.
Yeah, that's true. We've seen a lot of Springman, although Springman did not.
He's just gone.
He's gone. He despawned. Probably too small of a stage for Springman after the stage morph. But so far, Dr. Mario's got a lot of ground to make up. Actually, Joker's probably going to get his final smash before Dr. Mario does, despite Dr. Mario being down a full stock. There's Knuckles, so we just saw Shadow, now we've got Knuckles, and there's a nice hit from Dr. Mario to even things up.
This is a bicycle kick by the looks of it.
Oh, but can Dr. Mario recover? Barely. At the extent of his range. Oh, and a nice recovery from Joker using his range. Knuckles with the edge guard there. There's an assist trophy on the left side of the map if either of them want to go for it. Joker's got the final smash first.
Can he pull it off?
Whoa, yes,
I think
he can. But how will the stage affect the knockback on this final smash?
Just a...
It's not enough?
Oh, no, it's not enough. 40%'s a bit early.
It was a little too early, and there's a Pokeball for Joker. This time we got Inkay, which might not make too much of an impact on Dr. Mario, who's about to get his final smash, which is a proximity-based one, and it could potentially push Joker away. Oh my god, he got it! He got it!
By a hair.
Somehow, Dr. Mario held on through Joker's final smash and gets the win for himself with a perfectly timed final smash, and that's going to throw Captain Nemo squarely in first place, 2 points ahead of the competition.
Surgical precision.
Surgical precision,
maybe, from
indeed.
Dr. Mario.
Absolutely.
I would like to just point out familiar territory with some excellent video game trivia coming on the scene, saying, fun fact, the voice actor for Joker is also the voice actor of the announcer for Smash Ultimate, Xander Mobius by name.
Really? Okay, I did not know that. That is a very fascinating fact.
Fascinating. And what a name, Xander Mobius. That's very dynamic.
That is a powerful name. A very powerful name. There's a lot of weight there. All right, heading on to quarterfinal match number 2. This time we've got Hero versus Ness. The battle of interesting hats, it seems. Bandana versus a baseball cap.
Do you have a favorite there?
Well, part of me, you know, like if you asked me this a couple months ago, I'd probably say Hero. I think Hero has a very strong moveset, has potential to do a lot of damage, early KOs, but my head and my heart are both kind of telling me Ness on this one. I think Hero might not be able to deal with the PK fire strats.
That is excellent information, and I did love it all. I was asking for your preference of hat.
Oh,
not to put you on the spot, sir.
I kind of am vibing with Hero's bandana. I'm not gonna lie.
I do really kind of wish that Hero had a skin that put him in a Dragon Ball do-rag, though.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of cool. He might have one. I honestly don't know. All of the Hero skins are very different in this one. But I think Ness has this one. I'm not gonna lie. If I were a betting man, which I am, and I always bet poorly, my money would be on Ness. So take that with a grain of salt. It's probably Hero's match to win at this point. And here we go. Match number 10. Our second quarterfinal match.
462 with some trash talk saying this Pokemon MF got in this round by default because his opponent killed himself twice.
That's actually a good point. That's a good point. Gotta keep that in mind.
Gotta say, Ness has kind of a goth e-boy drip to him today.
He does. He does. Kind of vibing with the shirt. I like it. I like the pink shoes. Ness really is dripped up. Let's see though. So far, it's pretty even. Oh, but Hero charging up a little bit of damage there. Of course, that of course was nowhere near Ness. So, Rathalos for Ness. Okay,
it's looking like it's Jover on this stock for Hero. Is he gonna land a big hit?
It might be. Just a little bit of Fire Breath might take out Hero here. What's Kamek gonna do? Not much. Gardevoir though, will this block Rathalos' fire? I don't know. But actually, the PK Thunder doing a lot of damage. It does block the fire. The absolute only time ever.
With the steal. No, it wasn't enough. It
wasn't quite enough. No, it wasn't. I've never seen Gardevoir be effective, but it was actually. Oh wait a minute! The offensive recovery from Ness. PK Thunder does
PK Thunder.
Get the KO. Okay, and of course we got the Pac-Man Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, reminding me a lot of a recent Pingu stream of Pac-Man World.
Yes, very true. But it is Hero with the final smash, does land it. This is probably Ness gone, and this might actually take out Ness's final smash, who will have to re-earn it. But she does. There's the final smash, it's used and gone. Ness back down to about 60% charge, but a nice throw. Oh, using the PK Thunder effectively and offensively twice.
Here's gonna have to be real careful if he wants to take Ness from 0 to 100 and off the stage.
Okay, Oshawott, but does not do anything. Nasty from Oshawott. Assist trophy for Ness and fall to his hands.
It's the doctor from Brain Age.
It
Can't
is.
remember his name. Time to do some
Hiroshima
math,
and a
folks.
baseball bat. It's a home run for Ness. And Hero never stood a chance in that one. The items and Pokemon way too effective for Ness on that particular matchup. So it is Ness with the win, which is great news for both EBM and, of course, you, my lovely
I gotta
co-host.
say, I'm very proud of my boy. He's moved me back up from, I think, 8th to 3rd.
Yeah.
He's helping. He's helping.
Very, very true. And Hero will move no further. So unfortunately for Tarufai, you won't get the sponsor points. But that being said, it's still only a 6-point spread for the top 10 through the first half of the quarterfinals. It is absolutely still possible for anybody to win based on your predictions in the last 4 matches. Starting with our third quarterfinal matchup of Rosalina and Luma coming hot off of her first win against Ike. One of the more dominant fighters that we've seen in SmashTourney. At one point was one of the top 3 most successful fighters. Does he have what it takes to take down Rosalina Luma? Clearly the audience thinks so. Only a couple votes for the underdog.
It seems like Rosalina is, maybe she's going to go on a charge. I know that there's a lot of history. There's a tough losing streak. Until last round, a permanent losing streak that she has to go against. But maybe, just maybe, there's the heart of a champion in there, and it's been dormant until now.
That's true. Sorry, I was just reading Maso's message. Marbles could stand to be a touch louder. I will, in fact, increase your volume.
That might be my bad broadcasting habits. I might be moving fore and aft from my mic.
This is just proof that I'm not very good at my sound testing in the pre-stream session. But hopefully that's a little bit better, Lily. Let me know if he's any louder now.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to step away from the mic for a brief moment.
Absolutely.
And I'll be right back before this fight's over.
Okay, sounds good. In the meantime, we're gonna close up these predictions and get started. 12 votes in. Hopefully everybody's still participating that wants to. We've got Rosalina Luma versus Ike. My money's on Ike, but you never know.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, a fun Pokemon stage. We can pretend that Luma is like a Pokemon in this particular matchup. Alright, so far, Rosalina and Luma is not totally, hopeless, necessarily. Although, I say that, and Ike actually jumped on her head to prevent her from recovering! Wow, what a move by Ike, who gets the Pokeball. It is a Alolan Vulpix. We're stage morphing. Is Rosalina and Luma dead again? She's falling through the stage! But she survived, so does Ike, as we head into, this map. Of course, very small. I don't know if this is good for Rosalina and Luma or not. There is an assist trophy. Springman is back again for the 4th time. Really trying to say that he wishes that he was a fighter in this tournament instead of Min Min. But a lot of damage again, even on that offensive recovery. Luma taking a lot of damage. A good block from Rosalina, though. Springman is completely ineffective for Rosalina and Luma, who does get the Pokeball. It is just Eevee, so only tackles to assist Rosalina and Luma, but she does manage to do a little bit of damage to Ike. Ike had 150%. Eevee's tackle does a little bit of damage. Not enough to get the KO. Another tackle! Have you ever seen Eevee do anything offensively? But it's not enough.
A big smash.
Ike gets the side swing, and that will take him into the semifinals. Rosalina and Luma tried her best, but unfortunately falls very short of making it to the semifinals. But what can you say other than everybody's got to be proud of Rosalina and Luma for showing up today when she has never shown up before. So Ike will move on. And who will be facing up against Ike? That is the big question. We've got one more quarterfinal match left to go.
And can you really, I mean, could you be any more proud, Rosalina, applauding her rather dissatisfied looking opponent there? Those crossed arms, he's saying, yeah, of course I had it. I wasn't going to let her have a chance, but, you know, she's a good sport nonetheless.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Ike really only cares about one match, and that's the finals. His sight is set there. He's got one more match to run through. And let's see who is it going to be. Will it be against Shulk or Pyra and Mithra? Oh, a little bit of a noise. Cracking open another cold one.
Perhaps. Not to be too blue, but you know, another benefit of Miller Lite is it brings a powerful hydrating punch. And you know, I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional streamer. I had to step away. The Miller Lite, it just hydrates.
You know what? If like maybe we could talk to Miller Lite about maybe sending you like a mini fridge that you could keep next to your desk that you just stock Miller Lite in, so that anytime you're like, damn, I could really use a nice refreshing Miller Lite at low calorie, great refreshing taste, you could just take one out of your mini fridge.
Yeah, and matching Miller Lite urinal plumbed in right next to my desk would complete the setup.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right.
Shulk against Pyra and Mithra. What do you think? You
know, my money is probably on Pyra and Mithra for this one. I think that Shulk maybe got in off of a bit of some blunders from Villager. I don't know. I would tend to think that Pyra and Mithra have been a more successful fighter in the past. So, and I also think they probably have the best chance to defeat Ike. But there's only one way to find out. And that is by getting straight into this match, because predictions are closed. And here we go. Oh, I didn't click start on my application, but here we go. I'm doubting Shulk. You didn't even know who Shulk was, Margot. Also, welcome in, developer. Do we know the
differences between Pyra and Mithra in their fighting styles?
I have absolutely no idea. Couldn't tell you. One of them's got red hair, and the other one has blonde hair. I think that's really...
One of them has a boyfriend, it looks like?
Yeah, one of them's got Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or 2.
Very cool, very swag. Well, we'll learn by watching, and Pyra's not off to a great start, but it's not a total shutout.
She's got Yuri from Fatal Frame, so this could do a little bit of damage to Shulk if he freezes and she gets a good hit off on him, which she actually does just there.
That was a big one.
Nice attack. And oh, there was a great attack. And actually, that's going to be Schultz's first stock gone. So a great assist from Yuri to get the KO for Mithra. All right, assist trophy for Shulk. This time we've got Phosphora, I believe, from Kid Icarus. Doing a bit of damage here against Mithra. And actually, that's a KO. Maybe that is the most effective we've ever seen Phosphora be. As we stage morph to Mario Kart. Backslash from Shulk, not effective. They're both going to get their final smashes at the same time. This match could come down to who uses it first or who's at a higher percentage when it gets used.
And you love to see it.
You do love to see it. There's Zero for Pyra. Of course, Zero, a very, very strong assist trophy. Lasts for a long time, does a lot of damage. He's very strong, but Shulk actually lands the final smash.
But with 13%, will it finish off Mithra? I don't think so.
No, but she got her final smash. So now she's got to be very careful. She lands it. No, she missed it. Oh, he was right in front of her. He was too
certain
close.
That would have hit.
He was too close, but Zero did enough. Wow, that was extremely close. That could have gone either way.
Zero stayed out that whole time?
Yeah, Zero sticks around for way longer than he has any right to. And now we see Mithra and Rex back once again. They will be taking on Ike in the semifinals. Maybe the only chance that we have to take down Ike, who we do like. But of course, Crimson now in first place, 1 point ahead of 4 people currently tied for second place. So these last 2 semifinal matches could very well determine what our leaderboard is going to look like and who's going to win all the money.
Yeah, those 2 girls making Priyao proud, rocketing Priyao up to second.
That's actually very true. Of course, now we've got Dr. Mario, Ness, Ike, and Pyra Mithra in the finals. So the second place, it's anybody's game, especially anybody currently tied for either second place or first place. You could win some big bucks today. But before we can determine who wins the money, we've got Dr. Mario versus Ness. A bit of a lightweight matchup. We don't always see the lighter characters make it to the end, but in this case, we actually have 2 of them. Dr. Mario and Ness. Of course, Ness, just obliterated Hero. And Dr. Mario had a very strong performance against Joker, especially using his final smash in the absolute perfect way after surviving Joker's final smash. So who has the energy needed to win this one and find themselves in a final spot?
Now, I gotta ask.
So I will leave right after this. Hi, local Xenoblade fanatic Crimson here. I would just like to point out that Rex had a multiple poly relationship with Pyra, Mithra, and Nia, and had kids.
Oh, thank you, Crimson. Appreciate it. Also,
Fascinating trivia drop in, and I think Familiar Territory also mentioned that, saying yes, Mithra, Nia, and Rex are in fact in a polycule.
Beautiful, wonderful. Okay, all right.
Beautiful.
And just like that, Crimson is gone as quickly as he arrived. Just to provide a little bit of just some fun little facts for everybody.
Like a little assist trophy. In and out.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, predictions for this one are close. Hopefully everybody's got it set that want their predictions set, and this match starts now. 50-50 for this first semifinal matchup. It's anybody's game.
Look at that pose.
They
Finger
both-
on chin.
They both really, really strong poses right there. Ness with that, cocky swagger. Dr. Mario in thoughtful contemplation.
I would describe it as like a Riz Pazooz.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Kids these days. All right. So far, very even in this particular matchup.
Lots of agility, dodging a lot of ranged attacks. It seems to be a matchup with a lot of range.
That's true.
A Lola Executor, right?
Yes, you are correct. And of course, this is going to shrink the stage down a little bit. And I'm not sure that either of these guys have what it takes to jump over Alolan Executor. So this could be a double SD if they're not careful. Oh, a nice spike from Dr. Mario. Who's going to get knocked off the map first? It's going to be Ness. So Dr. Mario goes up 1 stock advantage early, but the Pokeball goes to Ness, who throws it off the stage. It is Staryu. Dr. Mario's gone. Wow, so we're tied up. We're tied up thanks to the stage morph.
Kind of behind the stage, it looked like.
Yeah, Staryu was not too effective, unfortunately. Staryu wasn't even necessary to get the KO on Dr. Mario. So we are tied up, although Dr. Mario a bit of a stronger start. Has the Pokeball spawn into his hands, and Alolan Vulpix will show up. Oh,
Perfect
and
50-50
actually lands
odds on this.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, they're both getting at their final smashes very similarly. Oh, a nice reflect by Dr. Mario on the PK Fire.
Come on, Ness. We know you have it in you.
Oh, Ness. Oh, using the final smash now.
Starstorm down the middle.
Oh, but he's missing it all. And unfortunately, it's a very ineffective final smash for Ness. Oh, and Akira spawns and within a fraction of a second gets the KO, and Dr. Mario finds himself in the finals and is going to have to take on either Ike or Pyra and Mithra.
Dr. Mario listening for a pulse there and finding nothing.
It's true. But we've got Captain Nemo, 29 points. He's the one to beat at the moment. But everybody else tied for second. We got a four-way tie for second. We'll have to see how that changes in this next semifinal matchup.
Maybe Mario with strong words. Dr. Mario is a fraud, and I hope he gets his shit rocked.
Is he really a fraud, though? Clearly, he's come to play.
I think you're right.
Showing that the Doctor is in, actually. But we've got Ike versus Pyra and Mithra in this one, of course. This is going to be very consequential to see who is going to take on Nemo for the grand prize. Will it be Crimson with that Ike sponsorship, or will it be Priya with the Pyra and Mithra sponsorship?
Who can know? Who can know?
Mario
I gotta say-
Doctor is a surgeon.
And I would just like to say, for the record, I believe Twitch Clip can confirm it. I did say Dr. Fuck. Shit. I did say maybe Margot, not maybe Mario. But clearly that 96 cool calories and, I don't know, probably 3% of Miller Lite is getting to your boy.
It's kicking in, and it's maybe putting you in Smash mode. You hear that, Margo?
I believe that is a slogan that I pitched to them in our last meeting. I said, Miller Lite, it'll put you in Smash mode. And they said, we're going to have to circle back.
Okay, great. Maybe we'll find out next tournament. Okay, here we go. Semifinal number 2, our second to last match. We've got Ike versus Pyra and Mithra. New follower, Daster the Heavy. Thank you so much for the follow. I very much,
Jaster. It's good to see you here.
I very much appreciate the follow. Predictions are closed, and this match is underway. I think Maso is being very genuine, Priel. I think Maso is laughing. I think Maso finds humor
I don't think
and
Maso
joy
would
in
ever lie to her wife.
Exactly. I think she finds humor and joy in everything that Margot says and does. But so far, yeah, Pyra and Mithra doing a lot of damage. Ike actually has done absolutely nothing. This flaming sword is maybe a little bit too much for Ike to deal with. Still getting hit, has not done a lick of damage as we see Mithra come out.
And it's strange, you'd think flaming swords would be something Ike would know something about.
Oh! Just got the KO on Ike. Ike is in so much trouble right now.
And what the fuck is this little pink
Oh,
blob?
wait a minute. He gets knocked off. He's gone.
There he goes, ladies and gents.
Ike, what the heck? Holy
Again.
shit.
Again, just
Holy shit.
mix up Mithra is what they should be calling her.
That was an insane match. Ike stood no chance, and the stage completely rocked Ike's shit. And this is gonna be it, guys. Going into this, we've got a lot of people tied for a third, but really what it comes down to is Captain Nemo 2024. This is his year. Captain Nemo 2024. This is his year against Priya, both of whom are tied for first place, 30 points each, 7 of 14. One of them is going to be right. One of them is going to be wrong. There's one way to find out, and that is by going straight into this final matchup of very strong fighters in this tournament. Although I bet not many people really would have thought that this would have been the final matchup that we got. Lots of upsets tonight, but we have Dr. Mario as prediction number 2 and Pyra and Mithra as prediction number 15. You don't want any of these two to win? Well, let's see. I'm curious if let me let me take a little peek here. I'm gonna pull up the stats page. I want to know if this would be the first win for either of them. I think it
Give
might
us some
be.
numbers. Give us some. Oh, did we not see Dr. Mario win?
I think
2-3 weeks ago?
regular Mario won, but I don't think
Regular.
Dr. Mario won. But I'm gonna pull it up just in case. Pyra and Mithra has never won a tournament, has a 46% match win rate prior to today. 13 total match appearances. So this would be Pyra and Mithra's first win. And then what about Dr. Mario? Did Dr. Mario win? Did I make that up? No, wait, hold on a second. I'll find him. I gotta find him in my stats here. Dr.
Control
Mario
F
has
just
never
as
won.
fast as you can.
Never
Wow.
won. 11 matches
Lots
played.
of glory.
6 matches
at
won.
stake here.
So this is somebody's first win. And of course, Priyal also technically tied for first and is the reason why we ended up switching the tiebreakers. Maybe this is going to be justice for Priyal, or maybe Captain Nemo will finally snag a win after being very close to the top in a number of tournaments. Let's find out, shall we? Predictions are closed. This match starts now.
History to be made, folks. 62% on Dr. Mario, not feeling a lot of love for the ladies.
No, clearly not. But, I mean, we did just see Pyra and Mithra have a very strong match and a nice start to this one. A lot of damage. So far, Mithra mostly just juggling Dr. Mario.
She's
And
moving
has
quick.
the range advantage. She is very fast. Okay, there's a... Oh, it's Goldine for Mithra, so very ineffective, although she might not even need the Pokemon. Oh, wait a minute! It's actually Dr. Mario! But he can't recover! He can't recover, so we're tied! It's a one-stock matchup as we stage morph away!
They're putting it all on the line, and we're on Corneria, is it?
Corneria is our final stage of the night. Pokeball in play for somebody if they want to grab it. Pyra and Mithra thinking about it. Mithra's got it. It's Mellow went in. Dr. Mario can't recover. Oh, God. Dr. Mario with 2 SDs.
Little man
Unfortunately,
simply did not have the ups.
he just didn't have the ups. He did not. Pyra and Mithra are the ones to get the win, and that is a win for Priyal. Captain Nemo, it was such a well-fought tournament up until that point. So close, but Mithra gets the win. Mithra and Rex to finally close this one out. Very, very strong tournament performance from them. Lots of 2 stocks. There was really no other outcome, I think. Tonight is about women. Tonight is about women and Pyra and Mithra and Rex. And Rex.
and
Wait,
Miller Lite.
is Rex I don't know if Rex is a girl or a guy. I can't tell. Or maybe they're a they.
Maybe Envy.
Maybe Envy.
We'll do some research. Hold on.
Hold
on.
Yeah, please research. It's for the women and Rex, and maybe that's inclusive and maybe not. I don't know, but it's for Rex
is
and
the
the women.
main playable character and male protagonist.
Male
of Xenoblade
protagonist.
Chronicles 2, but being the self-insert protagonist, maybe Rex is whoever you want him to be.
Okay, perfect. And that's the best way to describe things. Congratulations, Priyal. Great win. Good tournament. And of course, Rookie Blunders placing 3rd as well, of course, worth noting. That's some strong performance. Probably your best placement, I would think, since you've started playing. So good stuff. Crimson almost made it to the finish line. Almost won. This would have been, I think, Crimson's 4th tournament to win. But unfortunately, Ike did not come to play. And I don't know that anybody could have stopped Pyra and Mithra tonight. But it was
User
a great try for
Fifu with
everybody.
the 10-14 record. That's remarkable.
That's actually a great point. 10 of 14, and that's with he took 7th place with his his sponsor going out in the very first round. So that's a great call out for sure. So good job, Fifu. Hopefully next time you'll make that many right predictions, but get the right sponsor. All right. Well, without further ado, that'll be $10 to Priyal, but that's not it, guys, because we've also got a raffle.
No.
Let me take a peek through the leaderboard here in case you're curious about where you ended up, in case you weren't in the top 10. You can see how many you got right and who everybody sponsored in case you're curious. And of course, we take a look at this at the end of every particular matchup. And every entry, which you can see is the number on the right here, every entry that you made into the tournament is how many participation trophy rolls you get, consolation prize, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully everybody had a chance to see who they have. Otherwise, feel free to check the VOD. Without further ado, let's award the consolation prize. Who is $5 richer? Thank you for the drum roll. It is Gigantic Pingu!
Let's
Whoa!
go!
We were just talking about how Gigantic Pingu hasn't won in a while, but tonight, Gigantic Pingu wins $5. Hey, and he's here! So
Yeah,
we are
let's
so
go.
back,
We are
says Gigantic
so
Pingu.
back.
Woo! All right. And that's a mod win. Oh, actually, my mod, my most dutiful mod, Priao, did win the grand prize, and my second most dutiful mod, Gigantic Pingu, did win the consolation prize. This is mod abuse. This is my payment to my mods for the year of 2024. So please do not ask for any more cash from me, any more salary. This is a nice little bonus. I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart for my mods. Gigantic
Whole
Pingu will be putting
family
that $5 right in the credit union. That's exactly where it belongs. SmashTourney conspiracy theorists stay fed tonight. It's true. Keep that in mind for next time.
Really?
All right. I said without further ado already, but we're gonna head back to the end tournament screen. Take a look at Priao's predictions. 8 of 15. Pretty decent showing, I would say, all things considered. Only 4 of 8 to start things off, but really rounded it out in the second half. Really believed in Pyra and Mithra, of course, which is really where a lot of your success came from. Sponsor points, but also 4 points overall predictions for Pyra and Mithra. And yeah, not too much to say other than great showing. Congratulations. You do so much unpaid work, but you keep forgetting to update the Discord, so it's true. It's true. But I appreciate you anyways, and of course I'll be uploading your sub icons maybe right after the stream, or when I get a second to actually go through and resize them all. But congratulations. Oh, Gigantic Pingu is deferring the $5. Okay. Gigantic Pingu, that is very kind of you. Prial, I will be getting you your $10, and we'll roll the $5.
Ridley, hold that thought. Prial literally said up in the chat that they are deferring as well. So we have $15 deferred to next week.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Crimson. I appreciate you for popping in to say that. I did not know, but that's great news. So $15, all of the prize from this week are deferred to next one. And you know what's really interesting about that? That means that there's a total of $30 up for grabs.
Ooh, I'm sweating.
In prize smash number 30. 30 for 30. Very, very interesting. So I will say this. I will not be able to stream next Tuesday. That's because I am going to be at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Hashtag Milwaukee Proud, Miller Lite, Milwaukee Proud. Hashtag. So I won't be able to stream on Tuesday. Do people have a preference if I do Monday or Wednesday of next week for prize smash number 30? I'd like to still be able to say that I streamed once per week this year, but I don't know. I don't know if there's a day that works better for people. Maybe my money might be on Wednesday.
Well, personally, I'm a fan of Monday, but you know, we'll leave it up to the crowd.
Well, yeah,
of course.
let's do this. If you guys haven't yet, I'll post a poll in my Discord. You guys let me know which day you guys would prefer, and I will post on my socials and in the Discord to let you guys know which day will be live instead of Tuesday next week. So thank you for your patience on that one, but we will be doing a $30 Prize Smash 30 tournament. So thank you to both Priao and Gigantic Pingu for deferring, and congratulations to you both. And next week will be a fun little challenge. So
yeah, I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute delight. I've been giddy the whole time, and it's not just the Miller Lite speaking.
Well, I'm so happy to have had you. Thank you so much for throwing in your application. We'll have to have you back. Absolutely. You did a great job. I absolutely agree with Margot. Great work on your behalf. Thank you for getting me sponsored by Miller Lite, even though I don't drink beer.
My pleasure.
But I do very much appreciate that sponsorship. I love to shill out from my Wisconsin-based companies. Now I just need to get sponsored by Quick Trip.
And I just want to say thank you to Pingu and Priao showing me a lot of love in the chat. You guys are too kind. Hopefully sometime soon I will be back if Ridley will have me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any day.
And I know everybody's making jokes in the chat, but Crimson, I did just want to say thank you for jumping in and giving your little bit of input. And thank you also for catching me on Priao's deferment, because I did not see that. But I appreciate it very much. Rookie Blunders, thank you so much. We'll have you back. Priao, Gigantic Pingu, congratulations. Somebody mentioned raiding a woman. Let's do it. Please, somebody drop the name in the chat that you want me to raid. I'll send us over.
Ooh. we've got
Grace harps it. Okay.
Grace.
Ooh, okay. You know what, Nemo? Just because we've got charity going, I'll. You have a woman.
Cataljo is definitely name a woman indeed. Cataljo, while not being a woman, to the best of my knowledge, maybe they're gender fluid. I don't think so though. But does run a great charity stream. Although if it is a night for women,
maybe it's a
Polygon's own the Jenna, but charity's a great cause anytime.
Okay, I think maybe we'll do him next time. But tonight is a night for women. He did marry a woman. Okay, that's a great. Okay. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? All right. I'm gonna go with a night for women tonight. We'll do charity next time, especially to pay it forward for the nice $30 for our tournament next time. We'll raid Grace this time, just because we will.
Excellente. Nobody can be upset with this.
Nobody can be upset with this because tonight is a night for women. And we stand women. Yay, women.
Are we gonna go into that chat Milwaukee Proud?
Yeah, please, everybody, please copy Margot's message, and please drop this in the chat. Miller Lite Milwaukee Proud. This is going to be really good. This is going to be definitely hashtag not an ad. Milwaukee Proud. All right, I'll see you guys over there. Thanks for a great stream, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Cheers.